to Northern Ireland in 1996. My husband's from here. Hadn't really planned to come to Northern Ireland, but met him, fell in love with him, and then started off working in equality here. And I did one of the first racism reports in Northern Ireland, which was an amazing opportunity, and it really set me up for my first career.
How did you change from doing that into becoming an artist?
4 years ago I was at the Equality Commission, and about 5 years ago I'd had an exhibition, my first solo show in Downpatrick. I think that was 2005, 2006, and that show went really well. I sold over half the pieces, which for an opening show, the first show, was amazing. And it gave me enough confidence to start thinking that maybe, there could be a bit more to this than keeping it just as a hobby. So I applied for a career break with the Equality Commission 4 years ago and became a full-time artist. And it also combined really well with family life. I have 2 young children, and it meant that I could structure my working day around them. And it was the best decision I have ever made.
So when did you realise that you knew you love art and you wanted to be an artist?
I started drawing from a very, very young age. I taught myself to draw by copying out of comics and cartoons, and then I loved second-hand jumble sales, so I would go and for 5-10p would get these magazines, movie magazines, sort of film stars from the 50s, and started copying them in black and white pencil and shading, and loved it, and was getting commissions from my mother's friends at work to do old photographs. So that passion came to me quite young, and then really got into photography. Won the Daily Mirror Olympus Young Photographer of the Year competition in 1984. Got to meet Lord Lichfield, was awarded over, I think it was something like £2,000 worth of camera equipment. Really amazing honour at the age of 15. And then really got into photography, did O-level photography, was quite closely involved with the Labour Party at the time, so photographed Red Wedge, the concerts that were taking place. So met Billy Bragg, met Madness, met all sorts of Bronski Beat, a whole load of pop stars at the time. But I was also studying for A-levels, and my A-level predictions were dire because I was so focused on photography. And at that time, I did want to study photography. I was really, really keen to get into it, but my parents were first-generation Indian parents. My father had encountered so much racism when he moved to England that he had wanted to protect us from that, and growing up he'd said that you're black, you're female, you're going to have to be 2 to 3 times as good as the next guy that you're going for a job for. So they really pushed us in terms of an academic route. So I didn't have the confidence to make that decision and follow through at the time. So I went to the London School of Economics. I did a degree in social policy, did a teaching degree after that, and did a master's in European social policy. And dabbled with painting throughout that, but not seriously.
Where did you get your inspiration from?
For these 2 pieces, they were part of a show that I had here in Canvas in May last year. It was a solo show, and there were 18 pieces. They're all pen and inks on canvas, and the inspiration for these series of drawings is very much, I think, rooted in nature here. It's rooted in love. I think that's a theme that runs through my work. But also there's an Indian and there's an Irish influence, I think, really beginning to come through this work. I think as a body of work, this is probably one of the most honest that I've produced. I'm really happy with it in terms of the style that's beginning to emerge. Each exhibition that I've done has been very, very different, and I never really know what's going to happen next until I start doing it, because I will have so many different ideas, but in terms of what you actually follow through.
Do you have any more exhibitions coming up, or is there anything exciting happening for you in 2011?
Yeah, there's another show here in Canvas this year, and I'm really excited that that's happening with Patrick Colquhoun, who's a really talented ceramicist, and I think that's going to be an amazing show that will work really, really well together. That's in October. And then also this year I've been made artist in residence with Green Shoots production company, which is Martin Lynch's theatre company, and was at the sort of first play last night, The Chronicles of Longkesh, at the Grand Opera House, and there'll be 3 plays running throughout the year. It's a very open brief, so it's challenging, exciting and daunting all at the same time, because I can do what I want with it as a brief, you know, as artists in residence. And I have some ideas, but I'm still kind of thinking my way through those.
So it's a very busy year for you. Where do you sell your art?
Predominantly through Canvas Galleries here in Stranraer. I have gotten to know Paul over the last couple of years, and I really enjoy the working relationship that I have with him. I think he's the first gallery owner that I kind of really clicked with on a good way, and he's very open, accessible, and that's been really lovely, you know.